goodness! Wow. Okay, Seed. I see how you're gonna play it. Fine. Make me a liar.
Absolutely. Had nothing of value, right?
No, yeah, nothing at all.
No. We don't need that, do we?
And Andy's heading right down to the dam.
Yep. And the tree tug, because I don't think Cransoon killed anything yet. That's why it came off empty. It was like poof. Alright, so it's good to get some magic, see, because look at what item he has right now already.
Yeah, and that's his only weapon.
Oh my god, look at what the uncle gave.
Oh my goodness. This is an interesting start.
Absolutely. It's just from the get-go, you already got some progressive items for potential usage later on. Andy takes a quick look. It looks like there's a blue pendant on Tower of Hera. Crystal 1 is in Eastern Palace, and I think there's Crystal 6 in Desert Palace, looks like?
Yep, that was Crystal 6.
Alright.
And I think that I haven't seen people do that early dam play before. That was interesting. It not necessarily any value out of it on this one, but I found that I like that routing.
Yeah, it's a nice one after all. You don't have to kill anything to get there. Just get these 2 items.
And Cransoon set himself up for the Houlihan room and is grabbing his rupees.
It's nice. This Houlihan room also has that, you see that little triangle symbol there, right? If you are a tournament winner or a secondary tournament winner, you will be listed on that listed winner. Actually, our previous winner of the random tourney, Ben, is already on it.
He is. He's the only name on the list so far.
Yep.
But he will be joined by 2 more soon in the near future.
And I like what Cransoon's doing here. In those bushes that he's lifting up, there's usually a bomb within those 4.
Yeah, you have in the bottom left one that he picked up there, and then the one just up and to the right of it. That was not a great way to explain where those bombs are. They each have a 50% chance of dropping a bomb every time you pick them up. Seems like no luck on this one though.
Oh, look what we just saw.
Well, now he's gonna need to go buy some bombs now since he didn't get any from the bushes.
Oh man, mirror already. But let's see what's in the library too. Okay,
a sword.
This is packed with stuff already.
Packed with items on the overworld.
Oh yeah.
And right at the beginning too. I mean, the boots might not be for a while, so maybe that isn't right at the beginning, but everything else.
And it looks like we have okay, nothing special yet, but we've already got a pretty enticing seed. Just need to get some bombs though.
Cransoon's picking up his bombs that he saved up those rupees for. And Andy's checking out Blind's hut here.
Okay.
Boomerang, cape, still... I mean, not progression items. Oh my goodness. Not progression items, but so many items. And mushroom could be progression. Cape could be progression.
Aha.
A lot of maybes in Blind's hut today.
Yep, looks like it. Now, let me see what I can do here for a second. Let's see if I can help out here. Okay. All right.
All good there?
Yes, I think we're good. I hope so.
Okay. So Cransoon just picked up his lamp, and Andy's checking out the Kakariko well. Not finding value out of that, although that 300 rupees is nice.
Yep.
Gotta have that money for Zora.
Not enough money, yeah. That's what I'd say. Money for Zora's always nice.
Oh, getting ripped off by the bottle vendor.
And look at the chicken house. They're both going to give each other a high five, passing each other here. I guess the bottle vendor was pretty cheap today. All right, no one's. What do you think they're gonna go after this? I think Andy would do Uncle sometime soon because
Yeah, that would probably be next for him. Maybe maybe dipping into Escape if he's feeling comfortable with his items, which I would be. I mean, the boomerangs and red cane are certainly enough to get you through the beginning there.
All right. Oh, Andy just noticed. Is like, whoa! I think
Wait a second.
That looks quite really necessary for me. Sometimes people notice when they do that same. They're like, wait a second.
And then we'll probably be seeing Cransoon go for the South Hyrule area, since he still needs to swing by the dam, and then we've got Mini Moldorm Cave.
Oh yeah, Mini Moldorm Cave is a good play at this moment. I would definitely say. Yeah, Andy's definitely going north because he has Canis Mario. That would also help in the Mini Moldorm Cave situation because he can use that as a weapon.
That's true. A little bit of a tricky weapon to use against them, but certainly I imagine Andy will have no problem with it if that's what he ends up needing to do. We have already seen a sword, but they can't get it yet.
Yep. And Cransoon is in the we can call it the Thieves Hideout, but we can also call it the Andy Hideout because that NPC in there actually says something about Andy for getting the ether there.
Yeah.
Why it says it, because they'll say, hey, have you seen Andy lately?
Well, it looks like Cransoon is going to check out Lumberjack Cave, and I don't recall if Andy took a peek in there.
I think he did.
I thought he did too, but I don't remember what it was, which might mean it was nothing, because that's why I would have forgotten. Just a Pizza Hut.
All right, Andy's doing the back half of Escape play because he has those gloves. Is Cransoon doing the same thing?
It looks like it.
All right. So despite how they routed so far, they're basically checking the same place, but out of different order.
And we got ether from the back of the last 3 chests in Escape.
Ether. I'm curious. When they see Cape, are they thinking Aga and like, no, Aga?
It would definitely be on my mind. You get that early Cape, and you haven't necessarily found much else to help you through the light world. I would be thinking Aga, especially if we get our Moon Pearl soon. But then they would still only be a hammer away, so it's still a toss up at this point. Oh, nice. You see those Canis Mario being used on the Moldorms here.
Yeah, and he's probably just gonna push it to his death. Oh, just missed.
He kind of paused for a second, wanted to see if the mini Moldorm would be kind and just run into it, which he did once, but had to then get set up for the kill. Bugnet, Blue Mail, Silvers.
This is a pretty hyped up mini Moldorm cave, I have to say.
That was pretty decent, yeah.
And Cransoon, did he do it yet? No, he didn't. Oh, he's coming. Here we go. Let's see if he pulls out the... Oh, he's just going with the bomb strats here. Alright, good. Just waiting till the bomb's about to explode and then tossing it helps out.
Yeah, that's a really great way to do it, because then you don't have to worry about them moving away from it. You're throwing it right on top of them and getting them in one hit.
And we know of one thing, there will not be a silverless Ganon fight today.
There will not. But do we know if we will have tempered sword or butter?
Now that's the question. Always seems to be the issue is what's going to happen, and is that library sword ever going to get picked up? Because
yeah, I imagine we probably won't see butter because of that. That's not necessarily something you have to go back for, unless for some reason they have to. But I can't imagine what that reason would be at this point.
Oh, and it looks like Isabella wanted to make sure who we are.
Sorry? Oh.
She wanted to make sure we knew our voices. Like, I'm Hiei, and...
I'm Basley.
There you go. Now you recognize who our voices are.
Oh, the hookshot is up on the Lake Hylia Island.
Oh, okay. So, flippers may be required by logic to go get that.
And they do have their mirror, so... You know, I wonder if, depending on whether or not we have to do Swamp, Andy might go for the play of skipping out on that and showing us that hovering after all that we've been talking about.
Oh my god, someone's already coming with some trolliness here saying the other two swords are locked up in G-Tower and then they have to go to the library to get that one. Oh my god, don't come up with stuff like that. That's just cruel.
So Andy's making his way up to Zora, which will not be a sequence break at this point because Zora is accessible thanks to those gloves. Of course, he is fake flippering all the way there, so it might look might look like he's doing a little bit of a glitchy situation, but he's definitely not.
Nope. Looks like we got a sneak peek at what that ledge angles. Looks like we're not gonna go pick up that piece of heart today. And looks like we didn't get anything good on that one, so I don't know. Did Andy do a hard reset to save his rupees? Yeah. Look.
Yep, that is. I've seen him do that play a lot. Actually, that is something. Or no, he didn't this time.
Okay.
I've seen him do that a lot though, so it's something that I know he does. He does the hard reset, so he won't lose out on the rupees from Zora.
Looks like he has lost the rupees now, so if they do make it into Dark World, they're gonna have to have some rupees for those mini games, and I don't know if pods required just yet.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Cransoon finishing up Escape and not really getting value out of that, but at least it's checked now. He doesn't have to think about it, and we get our first sword.
First sword and lamp. Uh-oh. You know what that means, right?
Oh yeah, that is 100% Aga. In fact, it looks like Andy's going right there. He's not even waiting.
Yeah, Andy's like, I know what they want me to do now.
Now, it is a bit of a gamble. We still don't have that Moon Pearl, and that could still be sitting in Eastern.
Yeah, that's very true.
But then it could also be sitting on the pyramid. But Andy might also be thinking, get this out of the way now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's heading to the back of Escape. He hasn't checked that yet.
That's true. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he's going. Cransoon might, though.
I think Cransoon might be thinking the same thing, yep.
It's like, oh no, I know what they want me to do. But he might be heading up Death Mountain first.
Oh, that is open to them now as well, yeah. We're too focused on that, on the potential of an Aghanim seed. We want it. We want it.
They still got quite a few places to check, though. I don't think anyone went to Aginus Cave yet or Eastern. So
Yeah.
there's places. There's hope. But wow, when you get those cape, the lamp, and the sword like that, you're always thinking,
Yeah. It's definitely the first thing on your mind at this point.
And we shall see what Old Man Love delivers today.
I'm thinking it'll be something good.
Well, let's see. Show me something good.
I was wrong. But we'll see. Oh, and with that mirror, they have their Tower of Hera access. Now, it is a pendant. I'm sure they would be much happier to see it be a crystal.
Oh, yeah. They probably would open that. But since Hera's such a short dungeon and they have the ability to finish it, they might do it. Oh, look at that. What did you find up on that?
I didn't catch it.
It was the hammer.
Oh, nice. So we just need a Moon Pearl.
But that gives them more access in Death Mountain now.
That's true. We now have East Death Mountain open. And more chances to find that Moon Pearl and have our Dark World access without any Aga requirements.
And now all we're hoping for is getting that Moon Pearl. Will it be a vanilla Moon Pearl?
That would be interesting. Vanilla Moon Pearl and Pendant Tower of Hera. And I don't think we saw Cransoon go to this part of Escape.
Nope, he did not.
So what Andy finds here could be significant. Oh, just a 20 rupees.
20 rupees. Oh, there was a Sank. Sank heart was discovered by Cransoon.
Always an exciting find. It's getting trolled a little bit there by dead rocks, but when doesn't that happen, really?
And looks like their routing is both taking them to the same places. It's just a little bit out of order, but nothing so significant. No one dipped into a dungeon yet, so.
Yep. Yeah, I'm still interested to see if Eastern will turn out to have been anything, or if they'll be able to avoid it until they find the bow.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if they don't want to do Aga and they don't find anything here, they're probably going to want to dip into Eastern just to see if they find that Moon Pearl there.
Yeah, they will definitely want to check that out.
Well, I wouldn't say... I don't ever want to call Hyrule Castle an actual dungeon.
No. Cransoon was in Tower of Hera. I didn't catch that either.
Oh, well... Yeah, he was. But he didn't do much there. He just saw the Sank heart. That's not really looking.
Oh, that's funny.
That was like a peace out.
Looks like Cransoon's was initially coming in here thinking, I'm not going to bother with the mini Moldorms because I'm just saving and quitting out of here. There's a Moon Pearl!
Oh my god. So, unfortunately...
And Quake!
Is now gone.
No Aghanim. And Andy's going to be probably following up with grabbing that Moon Pearl soon. We see the pug dressed as a bunny.
Aww. Always adorable. And we do get B-Tor Pipe because that was a B in the bottle.
Nice. B-Torp, and Cransoon's heading right to South Dark World. We're going to have a hype cave check in a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Give
some hype.
The cave that I keep holding out hope for. I still believe. I still believe in Hype
Don't
Cave.
stop believing, man.
Don't stop. Oh, we got a map check too. We got green pendant up at Turtle Rock and red pendant in Skull Woods.
Ice Palace is Crystal 5.
Oh, and flippers.
Oh,
A bottle.
the bottle.
A shield. And a red.
But we do know what flippers really allows us to get, though.
Yep, he can head right over and grab his hook shot.
Yes. The hook shot is going to be available now.
Has Cransoon seen that the hook shot is there?
I'm not too sure. I don't think so. I don't think he knows. Because he didn't do flippering, right?
Yeah, I don't think he didn't do any fake flippering, yeah. But he will spot it, presumably, if he decides to go and check, all the things that he now has access to, Waterfall Cave and Zora. Yeah, he has 680 rupees still, so he hasn't been up to Zora. Oh, another shield.
That's really nice of Stumpy. And let's see what he gets in the Circle of Bushes cave here. I think Andy's going to be really happy when he finishes this place because he's going to find out I don't
And Bombos in the South of Grove cave.
Do we have all medallions already?
We do. We don't have to worry at all about how to get into Misery Mire or Turtle Rock.
Oh my god, so quick. So let's try to think about what kind of trolley situations they're still able to do. The fact is, medallions are usually one of those key things. We know where hookshot is.
I mean, we have potential of the bow trolling us.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, bow right now, because you technically don't really need Ice Rod unless Trinex has something good.
And then we have potentially boots trolling us if they are required for Desert Palace or for the Bonk Torch in Ganon's Tower.
That's true. And looks like chat's already coming up with a whole bunch of stuff we don't even have to think. they're just going at it. They're like, how trolly can we be?
That's what chat's good at. That's what they do, and we love them for it.
Absolutely. And I know Andy, he's probably thinking, I want that hook shot pretty soon. He's around the facility too, and he knows it's there.
Yeah, I mean, with this flipper drop here, I imagine he will go and grab it. So unfortunately, rip hover strats today, but we do have Swamp as a crystal, so that was inevitable.
All right, Cransoon's going to do the Northern Village of Outcasts play here.
Yeah, this is definitely a good play. Cransoon's showing us, the very the good standard routing for this area. It is just unfortunate that he doesn't know about that hook shot, but something will send him over there soon enough. I hope.
I would hope so. Especially, I know he's probably going to see it when he heads over to do Hobo or check out the Ice Palace for sure.
Yeah.
Where's Andy going now?
I think he might be heading to follow the same route that Cransoon took. It's a little bit difficult to get over from when you're in Dark World Lake Hylia to work your way back over here. I think this would actually have been a little bit faster. You would have had to go up and then get across the hammer peg bridge thing. Whereas this, you just come back to Link's house and head down and grab the portal. Oh, he's going to Swamp Palace right now.
Oh, because he had no. Okay, that's why Andy's doing this. That's why he's Andy.
I mean, yeah, this is a very interesting play and definitely a good one. You've got a lot of items in Swamp.
And he has everything to complete it, so why not?
Yeah. You got to be thinking there's something in there when you have flippers and hookshot.
Oh, look what Cransoon just found, though.
Cransoon grabs the bow.
All right, so what is potentially needed now is just getting that fire rod, right?
Yeah, we're looking at... We need fire rod, we need flute, and then we might need boots.
Yeah, the reason why I say fire rod, even though it's not really like needed for Skull Woods right now, is because of the torching on the right in Ganon's towers. Some people
that's
don't
right.
know how to do that.
Right, Skull is a pendant. You're right. So I mean, fire rod not required.
Yeah,
that could be interesting.
Required, but not many know how to do the lamp bumping strats to light
Yeah.
torches on that right. It almost wasn't playing one of the race seeds we seen last time because I think Fire Rod was in Ganon's tower.
Oh wow.
Luckily for them, the big key was still also on the left side. So.
Right, yeah. Yeah, if that big key is left side, then we could be seeing fire rod not required on this one.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm hoping Andy will make also a trip to Skullwoods too, because in this version, we noticed Skullwoods usually comes up with something good.
It really does, and this seed is definitely a good example of that.
Half Magic was discovered by Cransoon, so he should be good. He has everything he needs to beat this dungeon as well. Nice that he has a hammer. He does choose to complete it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that cape and half magic on blind, you're looking at a nice and easy fight. If things go south, you have a good safety there.
So what are we really missing here now? Just flute, pretty much, in boots.
Yeah, flute is the one thing that we know for sure we need. And then there just could be a few other optional things. So we could be having a very early go mode on this one.
And now the question is, where are those Titansmiths?
Yes. Oh, right. And of course we need those too, don't we? Yeah. How about vanilla Titansmiths? Let's
Vanilla Titansmiths.
They'll be right here in Thieves Town in the big chest.
Oh, that would be nice, though. If it's right in the big chest, it would be interesting. Ooh. But we also need a sword upgrade, so...
That's true, we do need one more sword. Yeah. And a find of the boots would at least make that... We give you assurance that we have that.
Yeah, that's nice. At least if they know. If they get those boots, they'll be like, oh, I don't have to look everywhere. I know where those are.
Yeah, exactly. And we have chat discussing the potential of what could still be on the pedestal. Of course.
That's what they love doing.
And I believe the answer is flute. Unless there is another one of the maybe items required, then those could also be there, except for fire rod. So boots could be there. But flute is the one item we definitely know we need that could be on the pedestal.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to have Titansmiths on the pedestal because of Turtle Rock being required.
Yeah.
To get a pendant.
And we know where the bow is and everything, so no longer really an item that we can find there. So it looks like flute is probably the most trolliest item that could possibly be there now.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Boots could be there too, but depending on what Desert Palace requires.
Yeah. And I mean, this has been a very, as we're noting, a very generous seed so far. So we might not be getting our hope for trolliness that we've been asking for. It's looking pretty decent so far.
And Andy, did he find? Oh, he found Ice Rod.
Hey, the ice rod.
Just the heart at the big chest in Thieves Town.
So we're at an interesting point here where, as we said, we're very close to an early go mode. But there's so much to check. Look, there's so many possible locations for the 2 items we need.
Yeah, that flute and the mitts is still interesting. But at least mitts is kind of an interesting one because you know it's not going to be in like the Dark World side of things. You know it's not going to be in Ice Palace, so that kind of helps out.
Yeah, there is definitely a limited amount of places those could be.
Yep. And then you know it's not going to be in my area either because that rock course. So it's nice that it's one of those items that you know it's not going to be in a lot of the dungeons.
And Cransoon grabbing his first crystal just as Andy is about to grab his first crystal. Doing a very nice job with the hookshot and hammer strats on little puffballs on Argus.
Oh yeah, now Cransoon's finishing up the rest of the Judge of Outcast.
Looks like he just had that one spot left. Now I think he might be thinking of going for Hobo and Zora, which also means he's gonna spot his hookshot since he's coming from this direction.
Yeah, if he drops down here, he'll see what.
Unless he's heading up into Eastern.
Oh, Eastern.
Also possible, since he does have that bow, and that'll be another crystal.
That's interesting how he's doing it this direction-wise, because he has the mirror. He could finish off Pod too, right?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like that is actually what he's gonna do. He's gonna.
Okay, good. He's going this way to do it. Oh, it's like,
yeah.
What is he doing? He's going Pod way. Nice. Good.
Yeah, because without that, without that flute, I think this would be the fastest way to get there.
Yep. Definitely thinking the right way. I was like, he's gonna do the Pod way. I'm happy for this.
I'm very interested to see if we find anything in Eastern, because Eastern's one of those areas that is in the quote-unquote phase 0 or sphere 0 phase. What am I talking about? Sphere 0, the items that are accessible with literally only bombs, at least until you hit the dark room. So it seems like Eastern is often a place that's pretty generous at the beginning, and we see a lot of runners checking it. So to only just be getting to it now could be interesting.
All right. Well, Andy's collecting the final medallion, so we're not going to have any of these trolley situations of not finding. I like this pod play, though. It's definitely a good one.
Yeah, pod is a lot of items. And he's going to be able to complete it, too. So he's got everything he needs to get a crystal from here. And then once he comes out, mirrors into Eastern to check even more items and get another crystal.
Yeah. Currently, we're missing... Yeah, either the flute or the book to go into desert. So depending on what they get to get there, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah,
that
if
could make the book into a potential trolley situation.
Yeah, if the book is what we need to get into desert to then find the flute, that would be interesting. Obviously, the ideal situation, if you're the one running this seed, is to just get the flute, and that way you can do both dungeons at once.
And pretty much, I think if that's the case, they are in Schrodinger's go mode. If they find another sword, they technically don't need boots either.
And there's the book.
Oh, there's the book. Okay, never mind. Book now gives him the ability to check tablets if he gets the sword, but he can still figure out what the item is. Alright, Andy is going for the play in Pyramid, I think, and then Catfish, maybe.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it. And now he would also be able to work a Waterfall Cave check into that, since we did not have Flippers or Moon Pearl before, so there was no way to check those chests.
And that's a good play by him, too, because save some time doing it all together.
Just a heart container up on the pyramid, so he's not going to grab that.
But Cransoon has a lot of good stuff. He's just got to remember to check that Lake Hylia Island place.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate for him at the moment that he is sort of finding items that are going to lead him away from grabbing that hookshot. But you know, if hookshot ends up being one of the last things he gets, he does have the potential to go mode through Swamp Palace, which is always nice.
Yeah, I'm just wondering when he's gonna do it, because he knows he can't go into ice without the the mitts.
Yeah.
But it's just more of thinking of when he's gonna go to Hobo is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. If he ends up finding those mitts somewhere, then that's also going to lead him away from, if he finds mitts and flutes, those are all going to lead him away from seeing what's on the island there. We've got the fire rod, though, also in pod.
Oh, wow. Jeez. So fire and pod.
Pod is delivering, as it often does.
And what will Catfish have for us today? Nope.
Just an arrow upgrade, so Andy's going to quickly mirror out of that situation.
Well, Cran probably won't do a full clear of Swamp if he doesn't find the hookshot. That's the thing. That's what we're worried about.
And another arrow upgrade, and shoot, I forget if it was a heart container or a heart piece already, but it wasn't important. I think it was a heart container.
Where is Andy going now? Going back to Dark World? Yep, looks like it.
Yeah, he might be thinking of hopping into Thieves Town now, possibly checking Skull, which will definitely be good to give him that bow.
Yeah, that would be definitely be nice, and then he's going to probably finish Thieves on his way. Silvers is such a luxury. Just look at this.
Yeah, silvers are definitely great to have early on, especially when the bow, I almost called it the bowl, because I was going to say when the bow hasn't been trolly. You have a nice way of quickly killing a lot of enemies.
Yeah, looks like Andy's going to Thieves Town first. He's not dipping into Skull yet. Oh, he's got to take care of some of the Village Outcast stuff that we've seen already. Alright, see how he does Turtle Room here with just a hammer. That's not too bad.
Only got hit once. I always say this is my least favorite room in the game, and there's definitely other rooms that I think people find more frustrating, but I can't stand that turtle room. And so Cransoon's going into Helmasaur, pretty well set up with that hammer and those silvers. This shouldn't be too difficult of a fight.
And charging that sword is really nice to extend the hammer. So that's why they do it.
Yep. Yeah, you get that. You have your sword out, which gives you that extra reach on the hammer.
And looks like Thieves Town it is ready. And what will Helmut drop? Is it just a rupee?
Just 20 rupees. But we do get a crystal, and I'm assuming it will be into Eastern next, which we'll have our first time checking Eastern on this run.
Mm-hmm. That will be a great play for him. I like these dual combo nations.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always great when you can get 2 crystals back to back. And, you know, in some dungeons that give a pretty decent amount of items too. This is as much as we know that hookshot isn't anywhere here, and pod may not have paid off. We might not have needed the book and the fire rod, but we don't know that yet. It's definitely nice to get all these items out of the way at once and get your crystals.
Yep. And for him, having that book, he can go into desert, but I think it's better to have the flute if he can.
Yeah, if you can find that flute, that is the one that.
Alright, so far nothing in Eastern, but we'll see very soon.
Oh, we've got that early big key.
That's actually pretty nice to have a big key since you don't have to think about that chest anymore when you come back.
Yeah. And Andy's been making very good use of the hookshot here in Thieves Town to get through these rooms relatively unharmed.
So far no boots. So we don't get this hover height going here. Now the mystery for me so far is, where is the Titan's going to be?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much open to them. It's hard to say. And it looks like Cransoon is going for... He's going to skip that last chest. I don't know if he grabbed all the items already.
I don't think he did, because if he got a dungeon item...
Yeah, so I think he's betting on the potential of Armos having the item and not having to take that long walk to the what is in vanilla the big key chest.
Yeah, I think he's just gambling here to see if he gets the item, and let's see if it pays off for him.
And you know, as for the Titan's Myths, there's so many places to be at this point. And you know, if we find something like the boots, because we've already found the book. Oh, it's the compass. Looks like there's still an item in this dungeon.
Oh my god, he has to go back. I wouldn't risk it at this point.
Because he definitely got to
be safe.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. And again, so if we find, you know, an item.
No, he's not doing it. He's just not doing it.
Oh, he's just not going for it.
Nope.
Yeah. Wow.
Nope.
He's just gonna skip over that. So I wonder if now he's thinking pyramid, since that would be why that would be one of the only reasons I could think of walking back this way instead of saving and quitting. He might be thinking pyramid, catfish. He hasn't been to Zora, and he's got waterfall cave. Now, hopefully, routing it this way doesn't lead him away from Hobo.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm wondering about. If he goes southern path here and mirrors, then we know he's gonna just check what it is, and then continue the rest. But he's going straight to pyramid, looks like.
Yeah.
Because an option for him to do Hobo is right there. He could have jumped off that that pad over there, mirrored, and then go Hobo, and then go back to sport to do this too.
Yeah. And a great blind fright from Andy.
All right, is this the play where Andy goes into Skull, or is he going to check more of the northern stuff first? Skull it is.
And as we know, that will lead him to his bow.
Yep. I'd say they're pretty close right now. This race is really, really close. The only difference is that hookshot, I'm thinking, as far as I would be concerned, because getting the bow would definitely push Andy to the double combo of Pod and Eastern, too.
Yeah, this is definitely very close between these two. And, you know, assuming Cransoon finds that hookshot soon, it's going to come down to, you know, finding our last two required items, or possibly any other required items if there's a situation where we need boots or fire rod, although Cransoon has his fire rod now.
Yep. So the mystery items still were mitts and flute are. Pretty much that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. Andy picking up that bow.
Alright, he's gonna get this bomb jump. Looks already well set. Yep. Fire rod was in Pod. And so was the book.
Along with the book, which might end up being our way into desert at this point.
Yeah, it might be. I'd say it's definitely a situation where it can be, and I think checking like Bombo's tablet and going into desert wouldn't be a bad thing too. Alright, he's going to do this part. Now it's interesting to see what Cransoon does with this play here. Will he go back and use the water portal to go around to the hobo this way?
You know, I feel like that isn't what's going to happen, as much as that we know that needs to be what's going to happen. I don't think that would be what most people would do in this situation. So I would be interested to see if he does.
Yeah, I'm being surprised about what he would do here, because I know this is a long trek too, because you can't really do anything here when you're in a Zora domain. It's a pretty long trek back and forth. I'm thinking he might save and quit.
Yeah, I would expect to save and quit here, but he might be going down to check it.
Yeah, because look, if you wouldn't be doing this unless, you know, what exactly are you doing? Are you going to go back in your portal and check the northern half of the Dark World? Or are you going to go into the water portal? We'll see.
Well, the thing is, he wouldn't even have a way. This would not be the way to get back to Northern Dark World.
Yeah.
So I hope it's the water portal he's going for. Yeah.
He is going the water portal.
Okay,
that's why I was thinking without the hook, how is he going to... Okay, he is water portaling this way.
Yep, and if he swings up this way, he's going to see it.
He will see it. There you go. And looks like Andy got the riot shield. Mm-hmm. Yes. And it's good that Cransoon did do this route. I had a feeling, because I'm like, he's going this way, he might be doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, there wouldn't have been much else to check down here, and he's probably going to go straight for that hook shot now.
Oh, yeah. He's probably going to get it, and I think he's probably going to make a play for Swamp then very soon.
Yeah. I could see him clearing up Swamp, clearing up Ice Palace.
Yep.
And, you know, if we don't... Oh, no, sorry, not Ice Palace. Titan's Mitts. I am so not used to those mitts lingering this long. So it'll be the Swamp play after getting the hook shot.
Then Swamp is definitely gatekeeping them.
Yeah. So it'll be the Swamp play, and then we've got to find those Titan's Mitts somewhere.
Mm-hmm. There's one place I don't think both runners have checked. Was it Spike Cave, right? I don't think they did it yet, did they?
No, we haven't had. Yeah, we haven't had a Spike Cave check.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes that's another thing for the logic is giving you cape makes you think you can go. You should be able to go to Spike Cave.
Yeah, absolutely.
And no one cleared Hera, to be exact, because I think Cransoon dipped in there just to get the Sank Heart, and that's pretty much all he did, right?
Yeah, just grab that item and then dipped out.
But
it is a bit.
Cransoon's doing it.
Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate because he's likely going to go for the full clear based on the lack of items he has right now, which we know isn't really going to pay off in terms of finding the items that we know are missing for Go mode. But of course,
that makes it so there's like no time saved for because Andy did the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously, that's a matter of us having perspective on both runners. This is definitely a good play because of how many items there are in Swamp.
Oh yeah, but we do know he's going to walk out with the ice rock.
That's true. And be set up for Turtle Rock.
It's like, yeah, is it going to make you have flute and Turtle Rock?
Oh no! If we get those Titans mitts, it becomes a possibility.
Oh yes, it does.
Titans,
and we know mitts won't be in T-Rock, so
yeah. Titans mitts at Desert, and then flute at Sahasrahla.
But with the Titans mitt, it unlocks so much too. So,
yeah.
I'm thinking Desert seems pretty viable at this time.
Yeah, Desert's got to be our next progression after this. We've seen both of these dungeons, and then maybe like you said, maybe Spike Cave.
That's pretty much all I can think about right now, because they technically can't use those tablets for anything without a sword upgrade, so...
Yeah, we need to see a sword upgrade, we need to see boots, or flute, or or mitts, just something else. I guess flute wouldn't even be very helpful to them at this point. They still need the Titans mitts. The Titans mitts are kind of the key thing here.
Yep, the Titans mitt are definitely the gatekeeper of the steed right now. Alright, they're already coming up with trolley situations where boots are in Spike Cave.
And he grabs his fire rod there. Now I'm assuming we're gonna see the full clear from Cransoon, but I'm interested to see if he decides to do the semi go mode, the faux mode Swamp Palace, as it were. Sometimes people check this chest and then they just go to Argus, checking the easy chest along the way, leaving the left side. So, and we've seen him make a few plays like that already, where he skipped out on an item in Eastern and went straight for Armos.
He looks like he's doing it.
Yeah.
There's actually like no actual advantage between them because they're kind of full clearing things in a sense still.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they've kind of checked around the same overworld spots in a sense. So it's pretty even race right now still.
Yeah, Cransoon is really going for these gambles though, and it'd be interesting to see if they pay off. I mean, we know that there isn't anything on left side that he's going to need, so it's definitely a good gamble on his part.
And it looks like we got a question of how much money do we get paid? and there's a grand prize. There is no money involved for us. We just get your love and affection.
Exactly.
There is a prize, though. The prize is you get to be immortalized in Randomizer history on our special plaque in the Houlihan Room. And of course, you get bragging rights just to say that I'm Rando champion. So, ha ha ha.
Definitely a worthy prize. Yeah, everyone putting all this together is volunteering to bring you all this awesome randomizer action. Because we love it.
The traditional vanilla way of the sexy statue. That's how you get it done, everybody. You gotta do the shake and roll.
Yeah.
Shake and bake.
And Cransoon's going for the fighter sword spins on Argus. Definitely a good play. You don't have to do all of that item menuing, but it can be a little bit tricky to get. Got to practice it a little bit.
Looks like the Andy's doing this pretty well with the. Oh, he definitely nails all the hammers on the turtles just in time.
And yes, her Fee Love and Affection. No, her Fee Love and Affection is the prize for the big key guess in Ganon's Tower.
Oh yeah, it's love and affection for Big Key.
So that's something you guys can win. We already have her Fee's Love and Affection, so.
All right, Cransoon is now done with the crystal. It's going to be interesting what he does here next, because he's going to dip into desert, because he is right around there.
Yep, and he is skipping the left side. He might take a peek at that tablet and hop into desert.
Mm-hmm. I'd say that's the play. If that's the case, I kind of want to say he does have a slight lead right now.
Yeah, he definitely does, and I think, as you're saying, we know, just Couch Cash on the tablet, so we don't need that. Mm-hmm. And we haven't had an Egida check either. But I was gonna say, I think going into this, he's aware of the fact that, as we said, Andy is undoubtedly one of the top players, and so I think that's why we're seeing these gambles, which are paying off. He's saying, if I'm gonna win this one, I need to play very well, which is obviously something he's been doing, but also make some gambles that hopefully pay off.
Yeah, and I hope this Eastern play doesn't come back and bite him, though.
Oh yeah, we might find out here from Andy what is in that chest.
Yes, this is the thing. Is like he dodged the bullet in Swamp, though. He did need to do left side. But what will happen here? He might find everything he needs in Desert Palace, though. This will be proving to be really big.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting with the way these two are lining up. It'll be interesting to see if Cransoon looks in and sees that you need the bonk torch to get the items out of here, which also means needing the bonk torch to complete the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
It would then be interesting to see if, Andy picks up the boots in that one spot in Eastern.
Oh, yeah. If that's the case, it's going to be pretty demoralizing. Like, what did I leave behind? The fast boots.
Oh, there's that small key.
So, okay, Desert, he probably can finish Incense. He might get the big key here for sure. Or it still could be on the torch, too. Let's see. Andy doesn't gamble, so okay, he's going to check.
Okay, Cransoon knows if he doesn't find the big key here, then he's out. But he does.
He does. Okay.
Vanilla big key.
Yeah. So probably Torch, who knows what Torch has?
Yeah, he'll probably want to take a peek at that.
Yeah. Okay, this
single arrow.
Oh no!
Oh, the race is over. They're not going to get validated.
They're never going to get that arrow. There's the Titan's Mitt.
Oh,
and there's the bronze. Oh no!
Oh my god!
We trolled them. We said
what?
Oh no!
What?
Oh no!
Oh my goodness! Both those two pickups back to back. That was
crazy.
Amazing. That was wild.
Oh no, I don't know. It's gonna make Andy a lot faster in checking things for sure, a little bit, but
Yeah, boots are going to be huge for Andy, and I don't see Cransoon going back for them anytime soon.
and for Andy, he can get his sword upgrade too, so he doesn't have to be looking all over for a sword.
Yeah. There is also the potential that the flute is locked behind the boots, but in that case, not sure when Cransoon is going to end up back in Eastern to check that one chest.
And Andy has those bonk rock places to check too now because he has the boots. So
exactly.
We'll see what happens. Oh no, we can't believe that. Oh my god, the one chest he gambles that he shouldn't have gambled. But so far, I'd say Cransoon played a really great race.
Oh, he definitely did. And I think, again, I understand the position of taking the gambles, and assuming the boots aren't required for G Tower, there's no... It's not like he's out of it yet. There's still a lot of potential for them to go in different directions. And again, if those boots aren't needed, we could get Cransoon in go mode soon.
Now, I think Andy's going for the sword upgrade since he's checking this thing, and he's probably going to head to the library first.
Yeah.
Because he knows he has to... where is he going to save and quit? Is he going to go back to his house? Yep, he's going to desert play. Oh no, library. He's trying to figure out a faster way to get there. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense to grab that sword upgrade and then head for desert while Cransoon heads into Ice Palace.
Oh, see the difference of speed movement with the boots. Now, the good thing is they're not in go mode yet, so they're still going to be able to have to check everything, so that helps out. Oh, sick kid. Andy hasn't done it yet. Okay.
Yeah, and if Cransoon finds the flute, then we'll have, I guess, what we call Schrodinger's go mode for him.
Oh, yeah.
And then he might be able to rush through ice, try to rush through mire, but he's still going to need a sword upgrade somewhere.
No one's actually checked the pedestal yet because the thing is they didn't have the book at the time, and they found book in pod, which they already kind of. They're not really required to do Mothula at this time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for them to go check ped.
And yeah, and we do still have that potential of the fluting on the pedestal. In fact, I think with the Titan's mitts now, that is entirely a possibility.
It is. The fact that the Titan's mitts there, it puts it in stake.
You see the very cute pug praying sprite as it tilts its head.
Puggings are us. Absolutely. Now, I wonder if Andy's going to pick up that nice single arrow for us, though. He's capable of doing it.
He can grab it. He can validate his run. It's important. It's key. Everybody knows that's important.
Absolutely. But I think Andy's going to save the frames. Knowing him, I know that kind of guy.
Yeah.
See, because the fact that he has boots, he can just dash his way through here. Do you think he's going to make the play into Ice Palace after this? Because he's going to get his Titan's mitt soon.
I would assume that would be next. I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah, the difference right now, I'd say, is pretty much the sheer fact that Andy's has boots.
Yeah, he's going to be catching up very quickly with those boots.
And plus, he has the Master Sword, which makes a little bit easier fight.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what Cransoon is going to be like. Once he finds the flute and such, he's still probably going to have to be looking for a sword.
Yeah, we won't officially have a go mode from Cransoon, even with the flute. But once Andy finds the flute, he will officially be in go mode.
Mm-hmm. So might be a different go mode for Cransoon if it goes the other way around. All right, we're gonna see some fire rod strats. Are you hyped up for that on Lambo?
Absolutely. Unless he's just switching to light these torches, but fire rod is a very satisfying Landmola kill.
I'd say so. It's definitely quicker. Well, let's see. Will he switch? Or he's gonna go? Yeah, he does.
He's going for the silvers.
That's nice because we're positioned this way. And one more.
And instantly just knocks them out. Not do we even call that a fight? It was more of an assassination.
We could change the game back to Castlevania. Oh, no big key yet. I think Cransoon's just gonna go jump into the battle. Who knows? Yes, he is. He's gonna go straight into Cold Stare.
I unfortunately didn't count the items in here. Oh, it looks like he has the map and the compass.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if
the big key he didn't get yet.
Right.
Andy can check. He's gonna go for Hookshot Cave, I think, or the Dark World side with the Super Bunny Cave. And look at this half magic with Fire Rod and Cold Stare.
Very nice.
It's utter destruction.
Just a small key from Cold Stare. See, I'm not sure about the item situation. What Cransoon found in there? If he found all the items, or if he was still looking for, if there were still some sitting in there. So, I'm interested to see if he'll go back in, or his next play, if he's not going back in, which he is not, would probably be the same thing, to head up to the mountain and go check East Dark World Death Mountain. Oh, or to Link's house. Or I'm wrong entirely. And he's going somewhere else.
Somewhere? It looks like he's going to the Dark World portal here, because he brought out his hammer. And he's going to take a look at the pendant he requires into T-Rock.
Oh, it looks like he is going for the Fat Fairy check.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's done it.
Definitely not a bad play.
Yeah, Ice Palace definitely was the other crystal.
And I'm just like, I'm highly anticipating that moment when one of them picks up a flute, but not from Hookshot Cave.
Nope. I'm thinking Andy might... What is he doing? He's going to mirror here. Oh, Spike Cave?
Yeah, he's got Spike Cave and the Ether Tablet over here. Both possibilities.
That's right.
It looks like he might be going to check the tablet first, and then he'll hop down into Spike Cave.
Yeah, the boots was in Eastern Palace, the final chest where the Vanilla Big Key was, and Cransoon decided to gamble at that point. And will it be here? Nope.
Oh, 55 rupees.
So it's still the mystery of where the flute is.
And you know, the unfortunate thing with gambling on a lot of locations is that you kind of end up left with a lot of places to check, not knowing where your item is going to be. So he could be, you know, he might be in a position of thinking,
Look what Andy found.
Another sword.
Yeah.
So he could be in a position of thinking it's in that chest in Eastern that he left. He could be thinking it's in the chest in Swamp that he left. Although, based on what we've now seen from both runners, what are we even down to? We're down to King's Tomb and Ice Pal. If Cransoon skipped things in Ice.
T-Rock could be a thing too now.
All right, T-Rock and of course our Pedestal hype.
Yeah.
And Sahasrara.
So it's not Kingston.
No. Running out of ideal locations for that flute to be.
T-Rock's starting to look really nice though.
Yeah, I wonder if Cransoon will make a play for it while he's here.
I have a feeling he probably will. Because he's cleared up pretty much all he can clear up. And he can still do the hammer peg area stuff, so we'll see.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we haven't seen any of that, have we? With the blacksmith, and I don't think we even saw Magic Bat Cave.
Nope.
Or Purple Chest.
So they couldn't do any of that.
So what do you think? Where do you think we'll find? Where do you think we'll find our flute?
It's a tough one. I'm for Cransoon. I'm hoping in T right there. He's probably has a hard time traveling around, so I have a feeling he might make the play to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I mean, as much as there's that, you know, evil part of me that wants it to be the Pedestal, I'm thinking I'm gonna say Mimic Cave.
Ooh.
I think has our flute, and he is doing it. He's going into T-Rock.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do that because it's so far to travel without the boots and stuff. So it makes sense to do that at this moment. And he checked all the other crystal dungeons he can do.
This could be pretty big too. If it's in here early, he can keep this lead going.
Mm-hmm. And so far, Andy hasn't collected anything from this Overworld tour that he's doing. So that's been helping him catch up a little bit.
Yeah.
But then Andy's probably going to go into Ice real quick after this.
Oh, they haven't picked up Powder yet. I was talking about Magic Bat, and I realized they don't have. I thought they had Powder for some reason.
However, they can do that trick with
yes.
the mushroom.
There is a way to fake it. That's true. I think they both turned in their mushrooms, but...
Oh, yeah, they did.
But otherwise...
I'm not sure if Andy did. I'm curious. I know Cransoon did, but not too sure if Andy did.
I think confirmation from chat that they have both used the mushroom already.
Oh, they did. Okay, so Andy's probably gonna go into Ice. There is a trick where you can use all your magic meter up with this Mario block, and then the last little bit of magic, if you switch to the mushroom, you'll be able to sprinkle the magic back altar.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And you know, if Cransoon did leave an item behind in Ice and it's the flute, that will be pretty big for Andy.
Jay Coper, the boots were in Eastern Palace Vanilla Big Key location, which Cransoon decided to skip as a gamble.
Very nice.
Mail. That's really nice of him.
Yeah. And he did a very nice job in the change jump room there.
I'm starting to think flute is either here or we may have a pedestal seat going.
it's It's still entirely possible.
The fact that we found Titans made it all a reality.
And people have been saying that if you get a very generous start to a seed, you got to start thinking about the potential of that pedestal. And that certainly was the case with this seed. We thought we were almost at go mode. What, half an hour in?
I know. We definitely thought that, but then all of a sudden,
two items are hiding on us.
And Cransoon's soon gonna figure this out for us. Once he finishes T-Rock here, we'll know it's a possibility.
Yeah.
And of course, he's able to check Sahasrara as well. So we'll see.
Oh, we got some hovering. Very nicely done. So fast to hover across that gap instead of sending up the bomb jump. That's awesome.
I think Skull Woods, they didn't really check most of it. I know they found one item, but I don't remember them finding the other. Because at the time they didn't have Fire Rod to go in to check the other side.
Yeah, I don't think they found both.
Yeah, but they did find the boat. Let's see what's gonna happen here.
Oh, for a second, I thought Cransoon was gonna skip out on the another hover from Andy. Hover in through all of these rooms.
Ooh, the mimic room here. Here is what you said where this was.
Yeah. This is my call here.
This is the Basley call, everybody.
And it was not that.
I was rooting for you, man.
Oh, thanks. Again, there's still that evil part of me that wants it to be the pedestal, so at least that dream is still alive.
Yeah, definitely the pedestal dream alive. Now we know for sure that it won't be in the Mire area now. Because that's the only thing. So they get to go mode at least one dungeon in some sense.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that it's Mire, because that's kind of a dungeon that you often don't really have an option to go mode. It doesn't really... It can stick that big key very late into the dungeon.
And Cransoon's gonna have to find a sword. I hope he's gonna look into Spy Cave for that sword at least, because that's the one he can get access to, because he forgot those boots.
Yeah, Spy Cave is really his best bet at this point.
And it kind of makes sense to do it now, because right after this, he'll be able to go over there right now.
So it looks like, I think the position Cransoon was in Ice Palace is the one Andy's in. I think Andy's taken the same play. I think it was Big Key in that very far off chest. Mm-hmm. The one that nobody likes to go to, that we have a special name for that I won't say. And there's a sword upgrade.
Oh, lucky, nice. That helps a lot. Now, if Flute's here, it would be perfect for him.
Now, if Andy's taking the same gamble and the flute is here,
oh my god, this.
Unless he decides to go back in when he finds he doesn't have the last item. Again, I don't know how many items they found. I saw Andy pick up...
not in T-Rock unless it's with Trinex. Or Saha, that's it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, Andy's gonna have Butter Sword if he does T-Rock.
Yeah, if he does T-Rock, he will have Butter.
Where's Andy going? He's in he's still double chested fairy, yeah.
Yeah, a very nice cold stare fight from Andy as well, just there. And Cransoon is on his way to Trinex. Oh man, if Sahasrara has that flute.
Might be Sahasrara, but Andy's probably gonna also do the where's Andy going here?
I don't think he checked the tablet, the Bombos tablet.
Bombos tablet, just be sure. Okay, and then double chest.
Cransoon's pulling out the hammer for Trinex since all he has is the Master Sword. Very nicely done switching items there on that last hit. If you don't get that right away, you do not get to pause and switch items.
And look at this hammering stress here. He's doing nicely. Yeah, Andy's gonna go to Double Chest Fairy because he's not saving Quinn to go to Death Mountain. Makes sense. This is gonna be huge. If this has the flute, it's starting to think like Sahashala might have it, but we'll see. Alright, he takes care of Trinex. What will Trinex hold for us today?
Just a compass and that green pendant.
We're gonna have a quick Saha check.
You know, if Cransoon decides to go and check Spike Cave, he'll be in a good spot with Tempered Sword.
Yeah.
So I do hope he decides to do that, but...
He is.
I think, yeah, looks like he's doing that. How do you do that?
It makes absolute sense of that piece. He also checked, I don't think he checked Ether Tablet either, so. Yeah.
Huh. So, Andy, I was not aware of this. Everybody in chat's probably going to be like, I knew about that, and I'm just the worst, but you can use iframes to dash with the Super Bomb.
Yep. If
that
you
is
take
so
damage,
cool.
You can damage boost yourself to dash with the big bomb or purple chest.
Well, I gotta remember that one.
Yep. Or you can also, of course, use the hookshot dashing if you hook on something.
Right.
Give you that ability. Yeah, here we go. I think this is great for Cransoon because having that sword upgrade does make a difference in the battling of the Ganon fights and other bosses.
Yeah, it really does. Oh, he's going in to check what he hasn't checked in Hera yet.
Oh man, the Hera play.
And you know what? He's probably also already thinking about the potential of this being a pedestal seed, so he might be thinking I might as well go in, check the items, and grab that pendant.
So is Andy. Look, they're in the same
Oh my god.
They're gonna say, I'm gonna be with you here in Hera.
Yeah, and if the flute is in here...
Oh my god, Andy will significantly caught.
Yeah, then that's everything for Andy. If it's Sahasrahla or Pedestal hype, then,
oh my god, the high five here.
Then we still have hope for Cransoon. So this is
oh my god, I think at this moment they're probably thinking, dude, we're not in the same place. There's no way. They watch this VOD and they're gonna be like, hey Andy.
How did that happen?
Yeah, we went a long way around, but we're still in the same spot at the end. Alright, here we go. Will this be it?
Well, this is our big key, so...
Yeah, I know. It had to be, because that's what happened to them, because they were thinking, yeah.
And I'm too hyped, so my mind has already... I'm too hyped up about this, and my brain has already gone blank on what was in the first basement, the first item location, because I know it wasn't the small key.
Well, the only difference now is if it isn't here, Cransoon still has Sahasrahla that he has to turn that back.
Yeah. And again, I do hope that he decides to check Spike Cave as well. I imagine he will, since he's right here.
Yeah, if it's not here, he definitely should. No, it's not here. So, Sahasrahla play is still in check.
Yeah, and Andy's heading out, whereas Cransoon is going to go up and get the pendant. So again, if this is a pedestal seed, that could also be significant for Cransoon.
Yeah. And I think Andy might be making the play into the back of Skull Woods because he didn't check that part either.
He also might give us a pedestal check.
Yeah, he might be doing pedestal check at the same time. Because that would help out a lot, knowing that that's what it is. I think Cransoon is already going for the pedestal play because
Yeah, he's already assuming that is on the table.
yeah, if that's the case, that
Ooh.
helps. It's definitely helped his cause by killing Trinex and everything.
And Cransoon got body checked there by Moldorm, but he's going in again.
But here's the difference, though. If Andy knows it, he's gonna he'll probably go mode his way through T-Rock.
That's true, yeah. If he checks that pedestal and it's the flute, then he'll know not to
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Andy is checking the pedestal. Oh,
not
he's
to worry.
standing too low. There you go.
And there's the blue pendant for Cransoon. Oh, we're gonna get the pedestal check, the pedestal height.
It is!
Oh my god, it is!
The pedestal and Cransoon takes a significant lead because of it.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so Cransoon's already at 2 pendants. He's got to... So it looks like he's going to pop down, check Spike Cave, which is good. He'll get his Tempered Sword. He'll probably also head to Skull and check the pedestal, and then see that all he has to do is get that pendant from Mothula.
Yep. And that actually works out in his favor.
And you'll be standing right in position to mirror out after and pull the pedestal.
Yep.
What if he decides to just blind pull it? He kills Mothula, grabs the pendant without even checking first.
And Andy still has to take care of T-Rock and Moldorm.
Yeah, I mean, those boots are going to help him significantly, and obviously there's no question about his execution abilities. Yep. So he's definitely going to be able to do it very quickly. I think what we will end up having a question of is if... Wow, the words instantly left my brain. If the boots are required in G-Tower, that could end up being
oh my god,
a huge...
That would cost a microcastle in Cransoon's brain. Like,
yeah,
no.
that would be a killer for this one, because we'll have Schrodinger's Go mode for Cransoon very shortly. He's about to get it.
Yeah. Andy's probably going to do the Tower of Hera first and then go into T-Rock.
I also wonder if Andy will end up picking up that butter sword, but I imagine probably not. I forget where the last key was sitting on the laser bridge.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because Cransoon was checking everything because he was looking for an item.
Yeah, but T-Rock is going to significantly help Cransoon in a sense catch. Get save some more time.
And this is interesting too. So it looks like the way Skull Woods has been set up is that the big key is actually in the later part of the dungeon. So it was a very generous Skull Woods, encouraging you to see the pedestal before you have to check too much. Although Cransoon's just going right in.
Yep.
He's gonna blind pull the pedestal. I wonder if he'll read it first to save the end, just because if it wasn't required, he'd want to save the animation. It'd be a blind pull would be pretty hype right now.
It's actually like at the moment there's really no significant advantage for Andy anymore because the fact that he didn't kill the Mulder when he was up here kind of was a little bit of more time loss.
Yeah.
And then now he's gonna have to venture into T-Rock. But still, it's gonna be close. I'm gonna think it's gonna be pretty close.
Yeah, he is gonna have the benefit of go moding T-Rock, but also, as we know, T-Rock is one of those dungeons that go mode doesn't necessarily speed things up depending on where keys are laid out.
Yeah.
You still have to find that big key.
And Cransoon's already done. See that? Pedestal time for him.
Yep.
It's a blind pull for sure. I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
At this point in time, we already know that's why you did all those.
Oh, he's checking this last chest first.
Oh, never mind. That helps Andy a little bit. Andy still has to open up the place though, so pretty much the time lost here and holding pedestal is the same.
Yeah, and it's a quick check, and he has the mirror to pop right back out. He's just getting 5 rupees there. We've got that blind pedestal hype, and now I hesitate to call go mode for Cransoon because I don't want to.
No, don't
curse him
don't curse it.
The bonk torch. So we'll say
Schrodinger's go mode.
Schrodinger's go mode is happening right now. We'll focus on the pedestal hype. He just got his flute, and now he's gonna go activate it.
Amazingly, that we had yet another pedestal seed so quickly in the tournament where we only had 6 all together in the last tournament.
And now we'll see if we have a generous Misery Mire that's going to give us a big key nice and early, or if we'll end up having to check most of it.
All right, there's that big key. There's that small key. Very nice use of hookshotting by Andy there, getting past that rope. This is definitely faster if you can do that execution well.
And we have the Swag Duck hype after a pedestal pull. So late, an hour and 30 in, and we are freeing Swag Duck.
Vanilla big key location, which Cransoon decided to gamble.
Right, yeah, in Eastern Palace.
Yep. That was... But all his other gambles paid off so well, though.
They did. They really did. I mean...
all his gambles. Yeah, it's just that one chest. It's the only thing.
Yeah, and I mean, that might not end up being a killer in this situation.
Yeah, it might not be... I'm hoping it won't. It definitely makes his tower climb a little bit slower because doesn't get to use the spin speed stuff. But
yeah. And Cransoon is opening up Misery Mire as Andy's working his way through Turtle Rock.
Yeah, and Andy, if it's a God Mire, he will be able to save time by doing a hover.
Oh, that's true. You can hover across that pit. I haven't even thought about that.
Andy will probably be doing it because he has absolutely nothing to lose this time around.
Yeah.
He will not be looking for anything, so... But still, remember, he still has to go all the way to the pedestal, activate, and then he has to activate his flute. So that time in that sequence still might be enough for Cransoon to make it up to Ganon's tower at that moment.
Yeah, it's definitely significant. And again, especially if we get that early, an early big key drop in Mire, which is always nice to see.
And we'll see if it's here. This is a God Mire or not. It's this chest right here. Nope.
Nope, just the map. And, you know, that might even be beneficial to Cransoon if...
it is.
If Andy can't just grab... If Andy can't just grab the big key and hover across, that's probably what Cransoon wants.
Yeah, Cransoon's probably thinking, well, thank God that was there like that.
He wants an early-ish big key, not the earliest big key possible.
Exactly. Because it looked like Andy got the nice seat. He gets to skip the laser room here. And it looks like Andy's already making up time here because of that laser skip room. He didn't have to do it. Yeah, no butter for Andy, but it's not really required.
Yeah.
Because once you have tempered, it's like, and Andy's execution is good enough to do one cycle. The butter sword's not going to be much of a difference for him at this point.
Yeah. And we're not gonna see butter sword at all in this one.
Because no way Cransoon is going to go
Get the boots and then
those boots. He's not going to go over there just to bonk to get a butter sword.
Yeah. And I had nothing. I can't imagine what would. Oh, oh, there's the big key. Not a bad spot.
It is a very nice, convenient spot. That definitely helps out his cost.
Andy grabbing his last
go
pendant.
To the altar, get the flute at the pedestal, and then activate. So
yeah.
During all that time, it kind of helps Cransoon make his way into Vidi and make a little bit of climb up to Ganon's tower. But he has to do all this walking, so that's the issue.
Yeah.
All this walking through everything is making Andy slowly creep up on him.
And, you know, I don't doubt that Andy will follow a similar series of events of checking chests in Mire, but if he decides to do something like go for the vanilla big key chest location in Mire, that could also be a big time difference.
Yeah.
And he's pulling his pedestal to get his flute.
Is he gonna go straight down? Yeah, he's gonna go straight down. Yeah, this is huge right now, and he still has to activate, you know, Misery Mire by opening it up.
Yeah.
And then that's where Cransoon is about to bail, because he's about to head into Vidi.
Yeah, for a game with virtually no cinematics, this is just a sequence of cinematics that Andy has to go through right now.
Yep. And there you go. Cransoon's going to make his climb into Ganon's tower, so he's going to have a bit of a lead here.
Yeah.
Well, Andy still has to get through it, the whole dungeon.
And that means it's also time for us to start getting those big key guesses in. There are 22 item locations in Ganon's tower, so we're looking for a number between 1 and 22 as to where you think the big key will be. And what do you think, Hiei? Where do you think it'll be?
I'd say number 15. And he switched flute too quickly. Didn't get to number 6.
You're doing 15?
Yep, 15.
I'm gonna say 5. I think it's gonna be 5.
Oh, looks like Cransoon's collecting on those blues. Want to be extra safe.
So many people are guessing Bonk Torch.
Oh my god, everyone's getting Bonk Torch. I see how.
Bonk Torch is one of my usual guesses, but I'm not wishing that upon Cransoon.
No, I wouldn't want to wish upon that on anybody.
And you know, the one time I decided to be evil and guess tile room, it was the tile room. So I'm not gonna take responsibility for things like that anymore.
Look at everyone saying Bonk Torch. You don't want Cransoon to cry, do you? Andy's going for the God Mire play here, thinking, please be here. Nope. But Cransoon definitely played really well. You have to give him credit for that. This is a definitely well played race by Cransoon.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is a good reminder to tell everyone to make sure you follow both these runners if you aren't following them already after watching this race. I don't know what you're thinking. You got to give them a follow. Both amazing randomizer runners, as we are
Oh,
seeing
and he's
demonstrated
not
here.
doing the left first. He's doing this.
Yeah, he might just be checking this one chest like Cransoon did and then heading over, but we'll see if he heads down instead. He is heading down instead.
Yeah, this is...
Oh no, he's going back. He's going back.
It's going to cost him some time. I think this will help Cransoon. Absolutely. Alright.
And we're going to get our Ganon's Tower item location starting to be checked. First two up here. Got a small key.
Gonna do right side or nope? He's going left.
I think he's going for left side.
He's looking for that torch already.
It's got to be in the back of his mind that
oh my god!
If that bonk torch is the thing, that he's screwed. So he's got to know. He's got to be aware of. And it's just a blue rupee. It's just a blue rupee.
Andy will not have that advantage of that torch there.
Yeah, and so that's 3 checked so far.
And that means we have an official go mode.
We do. It is officially go mode for Cransoon. And that was 4 or 5, so my guess is out 6. And 7.
Alright, Andy's about to head into the last room for Viddy soon. He still has to make the climb up Ganon's Tower, and Death Mountain. So that's gonna give Cransoon some lead here still.
Yeah.
Probably gonna do a silver Ganon fight.
Really nice moves there from Cransoon using the boomerang and the hookshot. Oh.
Alright. 2 silver arrows, so that'll be it.
We're coming up to 10, 11, 12, and 13 for chests in the randomizer room.
Yeah, Cransoon is definitely considerably ahead.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. I think right now he's going to do good. It's going to come down to just his execution here. And he should be fine.
13 with the big key. Now this will be interesting because a lot of people have been playing right side first, so that's another thing that will end up making a difference in time if Andy decides to go that way. Especially because Cransoon probably largely went left because he wanted to see that bonk torch. And Andy doesn't have that concern.
I think Andy's more of a left side player, though.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah. I usually see him do the left side more than right.
And, you got to also hand it to Cransoon. We've seen, we obviously are talking a lot about how he didn't grab those boots, but if both players didn't have the boots, we would definitely be talking about how great his execution has been, because there's no doubt that this has been great bootless execution.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is Cransoon's race right now. He's definitely been leading pretty much majority of the way. I'd say at one points they were pretty close, but with the fact that it was a pedestal steep, he had the lead because of that reason.
Yeah, that was huge for him for sure, and he took a lot of gambles that paid off. Again, arguably, except for the boots, but that hasn't seemed to have mattered yet. So
the boots didn't really matter in the end.
We'll see if it ends up making a difference towards the end here.
This is the important thing, is how well he handles this gauntlet and surviving, because he needs to make sure he doesn't get slaughtered here.
Yeah, he did stock up on those potions, so that was definitely a wise decision.
And he doesn't have powder, so he's gonna have to use it. There you go. We'll see what Andy does. Oh, he's going right side.
Oh, he is going right side.
That gives more time for Cransoon then.
And he's doing tile room?
And he's doing tile room. Oh, boy.
Oh, that's a lot of time lost there. We know he needs to go left side. Mm-hmm. So this is definitely gonna make a big difference in time. Especially if he's continuing with right side.
With the added tower room, then it's becomes a significant difference because doing these rooms is not too bad. It's like 30 to 40 seconds depending on how fast you execute.
Yeah. Yeah, this part isn't too bad, but the fire rod was definitely a time loss. And now we'll see if he's switching over to left side, so he will be getting his big key soon.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Cransoon's going to probably be out of GT by the time Andy finds his big keys.
Yeah, I mean, I would never count either of these runners out. I do not feel that they're both very skilled, so I would not. I wouldn't count them out yet for sure. But it is a significant lead that Andy needs to make up here.
Oh, look, and that helps out a little bit.
And Cransoon falls to Moldorm. At least it was before he even got a hit in, so he wasn't, just about to kill Moldorm when he fell. But yeah, definitely not good for him. He's got to focus. He's got to focus here.
He's in the clear.
And I mean, at this point, I feel like we say this a lot, but more so than ever in this race, Cransoon's got to be thinking that Andy's going to dot any second.
Oh, of course.
Like if I were in his, if I would never be in his position because I would not be at this point on this seed. But if I were better at this game and I were in his position, I would be assuming that Andy's just about to finish. Like I would not be. I would be in complete disbelief at this point.
That's true. But look at this. Look at their times, especially the fact that it was a pedestal seed of all things.
Oh yeah.
This is kind of quite remarkable, especially with Cransoon with no boots. Andy's gonna find his big key right here, though.
Yeah. As Cransoon heads into the Ganon fight.
That's what I was saying. He's about to find his big key right about when he's... I was pretty much on point there.
So Cransoon's gotta focus and not think too much about, what's going on over on Andy's side.
Oh yeah, he's got the blues too, so I don't think he has anything he should be worrying at this moment.
Yeah.
If he's also risking it and feeling worried, he has to cape with half magic, so that definitely comes really in handy. He gets the 1-to-1 there. Let's see if he can do that with here. If he uses cape, he'll absolutely. Pretty sure. Wait, hookshot's hurts nice.
He's doing very nicely here. Not worrying about he's getting so many hits in.
He gets the 1-to-1. Nice.
Very nicely done.
3.
Now we just need to not fall and be very careful with not getting hit.
Really great Ganon fight by him, though. This is very impressive.
Yeah, he did a very good job on that fight so far.
And
he's getting set up for
the. He does it. This could be triple.
He gets the torch glitch and sets himself for a triple. Oh, and that's GG after a triple on Ganon.
Oh my god, that's so nice.
Wow.
He sets it up.
That was incredible. That's going to be GG for Cransoon. Get those GGs in. He finishes in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 49 minutes, 44 seconds, and in the SRL chat can't even believe that he just won.
I know. He basically just said, wow.
Andy says GG and Cransoon says holy poop.
Wow, that was a fantastic race by Cransoon. You have to give him
really
all the credit. He executed wisely and took the right gambles.
Yeah, this was an incredible race, and yeah, absolutely. He took the right gambles and then showed us great bootless execution to make up for the fact that that was the one gamble that, you know, led to a useful item being skipped.
This is a Swiss, so yeah. He skipped the boots pretty much. It's the only primary difference, and he skipped the chests in Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
And let's see where else he skipped. He skipped a few things. Ice Palace too, and
yeah, basically any dungeons he was in, he took gambles on skipping.
Yeah.
On skipping chests.
Oh, Andy with the big
oh no!
He got hit by it. Yeah, this was definitely okay. Here we go, another.
Oh no, he's showing off the hovering.
Yeah, I think Andy's going for the big giganto hovers here now.
And I will also say, the gambles aside, I think we also saw the value of Cransoon did a good job with, you know, when he was going independent dungeons anyway to try and find his items. He made sure to also fight the boss and get the pendants, which obviously paid off because it set him up to get that last pendant from Mothula and then head right to the pedestal.
Look at Cransoon's reaction right now on the top of the screen. Right, like, oh my god, how did I do this? And there's Andy with the big hover. Alright, let's see if we can get Cransoon here for an interview while Andy's about to finish up.
Is he gonna be joining us?
Double checking right now. We'll see.
And, you know, while we figure that out, just a reminder, everyone, you must both credible Link to the Past run. So be sure to give them a follow. And if you're looking for more Link to the Past randomizer action, there's a lot of it going on right now. You want to make sure you're following all of the speed gaming channels. There are 4 of them. All of the Randomizer Mania channels. There are 4 of them, so you can see all of the matches in the main and secondary tournaments. It looks like for our main tournament today, you're going to be tuning in to Speed Gaming 4 in about an hour. For actually 2, we're going to be 4 people are going to be racing. The way you've probably seen it already, they're not all racing each other, but they're all going to be racing the same seed.
All right, well, I'm gonna pull in Cransoon now for the interview.
Awesome.
Hey, congratulations, Cransoon.
GG. We can't quite hear him yet, but he is here. Hopefully he can hear us.
Let's see if he can hear us.
And that's GG for Andy, and he finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 42 seconds.
What? Uh-oh, I think we lost him.
Yeah, I think so.
Hold on, let me see if I can grab him again. Oh, then we can pull Andy in for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Andy, congratulations on finishing the race.
Hey, man, thanks.
GG.
GG.
So, what are your thoughts at the moment?
Double dipping into Hera was really good. When I went into Hera the second time, I thought about just beating Moldorm and going to Turtle Rock and blind pulling Pedestal, essentially, but Pedestal got me pretty good this seed.
Yeah, the pedestal did seem to make a difference there. Cransoon was started gambling on that being what the situation was pretty early. But we also, it was an amazing race and very close. And when we saw you pick up the boots, which Cransoon actually gambled on skipping, we knew we had a race on our hands.
I figured I was behind going into Ganon's Tower.
Oh yeah?
So I did Tile Room first, which did not pay off, which, if it was actually close, probably sealed the deal. But I don't think that me going left first would have caught me up.
Yeah, we were wondering if you went that way, because there was, chat was talking about how you usually go for left side first. So when we saw you go right side, we were like, maybe he feels like he's behind, and so he's taking that right side gamble. Which, unfortunately, as you saw, it was left. Left was the key. Also, we have Cransoon in here. GG Cransoon. Hopefully. No, wait, we can't. we can't hear him again.
Yeah, he's having some mic difficulties. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll just keep saying GG to him every time we get him in here.
Once again, yeah. But Andy did display a huge hover for us in the end, so I'm pretty sure the fans got what they wanted to see.
We did see all of the epic hovers, which I was looking forward to.
I was pretty bummed that Misery Meyer wasn't big key on the bridge TBH. But
we were saying the same thing, because we're saying Cransoon was probably hoping that won't be the big key. He's probably thinking right there at that time, like, oh, I hope this isn't the big key, because I know what Andy's going to do. But it looks like Cransoon had a great menu time, a sub 4 menu. And
my menus were so bad.
And it happens to be Cransoon didn't finish with the boots, by the way, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said. He gambled on the Eastern 50-50. I almost did that too, but I was like, nah.
Yeah,
and I think I was still missing Titan's mitts, and might have just been Titan's mitts and flute and a sword, I guess, at that point, because I still had fighter's sword. But
yeah, it was
that's
interesting.
why. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh no, sorry. You go ahead.
I was gonna say that's why rando tournaments are so fun. Just because anybody can win. Like, if it's an NMG tournament, I probably win by like 10 minutes. So I think Cransoon's PB is like a 135 or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely saw how much randomizer can definitely change things, and you're taking your gambles, and turns out to be a pedestal seed. There's so many factors that come into play.
But yeah, Pedestal. I don't even know when I would have checked Pedestal. Because I got Book and Palace of Darkness. And then I guess I could have done it when I did Sword in the Library and Sick Kid. But I still had so much left to check at that point.
Yeah, we were. I mean, obviously, there's always us in chat hoping for a pedestal seed, but we were thinking like the really late myths were locking so much that we were thinking the flute has to be somewhere else because there's so many locations for them to check now.
Yeah, it just opened up like everything once you guys got the myth so late. Looks like we're just trying to get Cransoon in here. He's trying to fix some things, but until then, what do we have next, Paisley?
So yeah, I was mentioning earlier we have Speed Gaming 4 in about an hour Eastern Time. We'll have GamerCal versus... I don't actually know how you're supposed to say this name. I think it's supposed to be said Andy, but it's like and for A-N-D for
it's
H.
Andy.
And for H.
Because he's also Andy, right? That's like,
Yes,
yeah.
his name is also Andy.
That's what I thought. And then JSR2 Gamers versus Ruble. So those are the matchups, but we're going to see all four at once. They're going to be running the same seed. It looks like Cransoon's hopefully set up this time to come in.
All right, let's go get him. Hey, Cransoon.
Hello?
We hear you.
Hey, there we go.
Success.
Only my webcam is working for some reason. Discord just isn't picking up my microphone. I don't understand why.
Well, GG.
But, dude, I never in a million years expected that to be how that seed would go.
we saw your reaction when you donned and then Andy said GG. You seemed like you were surprised.
I was. Like, I don't know. One of the things about this race that, like, going into it, like, I basically knew, hands down, Andy's just better than me at the game, right? So the only way I have any chance at winning it would be make some really, really stupid gambles and have most or all of them pay out. And so it was just luck of the draw. That's just what happened.
Yeah, that was something... when we saw you starting to take those gambles, I was kind of like, I feel like Cransoon thinks exactly what you just said, that he has to take these gambles in order to beat Andy, and it really did pay off. It worked.
Yeah.
The only gamble you lost was Eastern because boots were in big key chest.
Oh, really? Dang it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was wondering, because when I finished, I saw you had boots, and I was like, I don't know, that could have been anywhere, but...
could have been any of the many places that you skipped.
Yeah, I skipped, like, all of Northern Hyrule, the Dark Room chest and escape. I didn't check any of Mire area. I left, like, Eastern and Left Side Swamp, and whatever was in Mire, and like all of Western Hyrule. That's, I think, the biggest thing, was I left like all three of those items over there.
Yeah, and I think the only thing you missed out on from that was just those boots in Eastern, it seems.
Yeah, and then Butter Sword from that, basically.
True.
There was that sword until I got Master Sword from Laser Bridge. The whole time I was kind of like, I really hope that, like, I find boots soon so that I can have at least Master Sword, because I was willing, if I found, like, flute or something in Mire, I was going to gamble on a sword upgrade in GT if I didn't find one by then. So, yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
So then, how are you feeling towards the end there? Because we were kind of speculating that you might have also been thinking that even with the gambles, you seemed like you were just expecting Andy to finish any second.
Basically, yeah. Because, like I said, Andy is much better than me at this game. He is much faster than me at this game. So it's like I've had runs go like this before, where I've had all these gambles pay out really well, and then have someone beat me anyway, even though they full cleared everything, because their execution was that much above me. I think Andy has done that to me on multiple occasions in races. So I just kind of expected that to be the case. But just in case it wasn't, I was just trying to go all out, except for the potions, which I think paid for themselves in the long run. I stopped for potions after Meyer and before GT, but that was because I didn't have powder and I didn't have boots to like use all of my normal strats, so I was expecting to take some extra damage.
Ah. Well, it was a fantastic race to commentate and watch, and I'm pretty sure it was the same for I Baisley. But
yeah, thank you guys so much.
Scheduled match is Metro Fusion, right?
Oh, is that coming? Speed Gaming?
Yep. It is.
You.
So all I want to say right now is make sure you follow the runners if you haven't already. Look at this fantastic display of this race. Just skill and luck involved. You never know what happens in Randomizer, as Andy even said so.
Yeah, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you later. Be sure to check out the Speed Gaming and Randomizer Mania channels for all of the matches that are going on in this tournament. There's a lot going on. There's going to be more later today, and we'll see you later.
See ya.
Thanks,
Later.
guys.